You guys should have gone in cahoots with Ben and Jerry. And then you guys could have made like a gourmet makes flavor.
That is a good idea.
Yeah, I'm full of them.
Royalties?
Yeah, oh, definitely.
Oh, God. Ow!
She's bleeding.
That fell on my foot. That hurt. That sound also activated Siri. Hey, everyone. I'm Claire. We're in the BA Test Kitchen, and today I'm making gourmet Ben & Jerry's. When I was a kid, Ben & Jerry's was the premium ice cream option at the grocery store. Interesting flavors and mix-ins and kind of like a maximalist approach to ice cream. So this one is Chunky Monkey banana ice cream with fudge chunks and walnuts. Really, really sweet, but so good. The walnuts, especially if toasted, are savory, and it provides a good balance in addition to texture. Half-baked, which is chocolate and vanilla ice creams mixed with gobs of chocolate chip cookie dough and fudge brownies. I don't like it. It's not pleasant. Oh, I remember fish food. Chocolate ice cream with gooey marshmallow swirls, caramel swirls, and fudge fish. It's a little too much for me. The whole thing just, to me, goes a little saccharine. Okay, this is pistachio. Pistachio ice cream with lightly roasted pistachios. I love pistachio ice cream. It is truly one of my favorite flavors. I like that the pistachios in it are whole, but I wish it was a little less of that almond extract flavor and more kind of roasted pistachio. Oh, I love coffee ice cream. Coffee ice cream might be the best ice cream flavor, right?
The best ice cream flavor
Wait.
of all time and forever.
Pistachio. What? Chris?
No, Claire.
What
not
is it?
pistachio, mint chip. No, I'm talking about mint chip, Claire.
All right, Minter Wonderland. Dark chocolate mint ice cream. Not really what Chris is talking about. This is brewed to matter coffee ice cream with fudge chunks and a brownie batter swirl. The brownie swirl has a little bit of an off flavor, like a little bitterness. And the coffee ice cream itself, I think, is good, but it could be more intense and it could be less sweet. This was always one of my favorites, Cherry Garcia, the cherry ice cream with cherries and fudge flakes. I actually think the chocolate is good because it adds some bitterness that balances out the sweet cherry. I love Chunky Monkey. What do you guys think?
I love Chunky Monkey too.
That's got peanut in it or something?
No, it's walnut and
walnuts.
banana.
I'd say that is
chocolate.
actually now my favorite.
Wait,
for
it's so good. Get a walnut. The flavors where the mix-ins themselves are not sweet are the best ones. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Chunky Monkey, Cherry Garcia, pistachio. I mean, and the coffee one, because these are just all my favorite flavors in general.
Okay. Like, I don't need, like, double fudge chunk Snicker bars everywhere. I kind of hate it. I end up spitting it out.
But I'm with you. Like, I reject these flavors in favor of these slightly simpler ones.
Sure, because it'll make your job easier.
Yeah.
You have to come up with a name, though. That's their whole thing, is like a clever pun.
What was the coffee one called? Brewed. Brewed Leone?
Chunky Hunzy. Okay, Thanksgiving was last week, I get it.
What if it's Annie Benandy?
All right.
Okay, so now all we have to do is name pistachio. What do we do about pistachio? Do you think that I have to make a core?
No.
Right?
Does anyone even eat those?
Rappo rolls in. This is my. Can I do my impression of Rappo? This is my impression of Rappo.
Make.
And then he's like, do this, do that. I'm right. And then we got some core flavors.
You know what we need? Bandsaw, Claire. Get the bandsaw.
Yeah.
We need a cross section. Oh, a knife?
Yeah.
Guess that would work. Bandsaw's are cooler. Core my ass. We've been lied to.
Feels like a lie.
There is no core.
What?
There's no core.
What are they talking about? Oh my God! Yeah, that.
Yeah, look, they nailed it.
Just like the photo. Oh wait, did you know what we named the coffee one?
What?
Brewed Leone.
Brewed?
Like a cup of brewed coffee.
But brewed doesn't rhyme with bread.
It doesn't have to rhyme. It just sounds like. So I'm gonna do the core in yours, in the
Yeah,
brewed,
I love
brewed
that
Leone.
one. Ditch the fudge.
No,
Ditch.
I'm gonna do a hot fudge core. That's a good idea.
Okay, but it's not going to be hot anymore. It's just going to be fudge.
It'll be frozen.
So it's going to be fudge. Jesus Christ. What the hell?
I have a handle on the trash
Not
bag.
anymore. There, garbage.
No. We're going to weld it back on.
Oh, you're going to weld it, are you?
Now it's time for my favorite part, reading the ingredients. I'm going to start with Chunky Monkey, and then I'll kind of compare flavor to flavor what is different. Cream, skim milk, liquid sugar, parentheses, sugar water, close parentheses, water, sugar, bananas, walnuts, coconut oil, egg yolks, cocoa, parentheses, processed with alkali, close parentheses, cocoa powder, lemon juice concentrate, guar gum, natural flavors, milk fat, carrageenan, soy lecithin, vanilla extract. Okay, so to me this is indicating a custard base. And then there's the carrageenan and soy lecithin, which are emulsifiers. So that's to help keep it very smooth. But like overall, it's not a super long ingredient list, which is a good sign. I'm gonna look at Brew to Matter. All right, so this one is a little bit different because it has a brownie batter swirl, so then you get all those ingredients. But in terms of the actual ice cream, it's very similar. Pistachio. All right, an even shorter list than all the others. Nothing surprising. Points me in a certain direction in terms of style of base that I'm gonna make. And now I think we're going to go over to the computer and do a bit of research. Chunky Moracio. Yeah. A batch of ice cream mix starts with heavy cream, condensed skim milk, interesting, and liquid cane sugar, resulting in either a white sweet cream mix or a chocolate mix. So that makes sense. So all the Ben & Jerry's flavors fall into one of two categories: the sweet cream mix or the chocolate mix.
We're making one of our fan favorites today. Maybe you've heard of it, Cherry Garcia.
There we go, nice.
At Ben & Jerry's Waterberry plant, the freezers are full.
I mean, I kind of already know this. We're making the core, Adam.
We're making the core?
I mean, I'm making the core. But you know what? We cut into some of the core flavors. There's no core.
What do you mean there's no core?
Would you like to see the evidence?
Oh, wow.
Right? No core.
BS.
Right?
What the heck?
We were lied to. Brad wants.
What the what?
Brad wants to start a class action lawsuit.
And it is like false advertising. I see like a nuclear reactor running down the middle.
The point is, I'm going to make a core and I'm going to make it better.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I get some? Oh my God. All right.
Okay. I have all my ingredients out and ready to go. So for Pistachio Moracio, I'm going to be making a pistachio base with pistachio paste and toasted, salted, whole pistachios right here. Then Andy Manandy, which is our answer to Chunky Monkey. Then the next one, half sour cherry, which is our Cherry Garcia. So then for Brew Leone, which is Brew to Matter, I'm going to try a cold steep espresso base, then chocolate stracciatella, and a hot fudge core. Today, actually, given the time, I'm going to focus on prepping some of those individual components and some of the flavors that I'm going to be adding to the bases. First, I'm going to get some things in the oven. I'm going to start roasting the bananas. I like to roast the bananas whole in their skins. Poke a couple holes, take off the stickers. All right, these will go maybe a half an hour or so. This will be for the pistachio. Oh, these aren't shelled. So I'm going to roast the raw ones. Pulling out any halves. Now let me put the whole walnuts out as well. And I'll let them toast and then hit them with a bit of salt when they come out of the oven. Next we'll do coffee, why not? I'm going to try a cold steep espresso base. Just given the timing, I probably won't make an espresso base today anyway, so I am going to let it cold steep in the milk overnight. To this, I'm going to add 500 grams high quality whole milk. All right, I'm going to set this off to the side. Let me move on actually to the hot fudge. So this is BA's Best Hot Fudge. Brown sugar, some agave, butter, cream. Oh, and a quarter cup of water. This has to go to 220 Fahrenheit. Oh my God, now it says error. Do we have another ThermaPen? It's probably hitting 220 as we speak. Oh my God, thank you. Yeah, 219. It's close enough. Now I'm going to stir in the chocolate. I'm going to stir in cocoa powder, vanilla, and salt. Lots of salt. I'm going to whisk in a little bit of water, and that just reforms the emulsion, and it should completely smooth out. But I want to do a test where I freeze some of it solid. Put that right there. I think it's time to pull the bananas. Let's take a look. They haven't let off a lot of liquid, but I think that that's mostly because they weren't that ripe to begin with. So I'm going to let these cool. I want to do two cherry preparations. One is just kind of a soaked, sort of very lightly candied cherry. For my simple syrup, equal parts water and sugar, spiked with the Luxardo maraschino liqueur, pinch of salt, and then I'm going to add the Angostura bitters. Now I'm going to add my cherries. It's on a very gentle simmer, just a dash of vanilla, and a tiny bit of almond extract. It smells really good. These are gonna chill. I'll just let them go overnight. So those go into the fridge. And the second one is a really concentrated cherry compote that I'm going to use to flavor the ice cream base. Oh, God. I just keep trying to pull. My hand automatically tries to pull the trash out. I'm just trying to decide the best method for concentrating this mixture. It's probably going to be boiling it on the stove. The other option is that I could really gently dehydrate it overnight. I'll set it for 18 hours. So tomorrow, the plan is to come in and start, I think first thing, making a less sweet creme anglaise for the pistachio. A double batch of plain creme anglaise that I'll split into two for the fruit flavors, so half gets banana, half gets cherry. And then the third will be the steeped coffee milk base. I'm gonna strain it first and get rid of a lot of the grinds, so then there'll be less to obstruct the filtration, and see if that's at the concentration that we want it. Oh yeah, that tastes like coffee. I'm confident, but it's also like not delusional confidence. It's just like, it's not that hard to make ice cream. So it's not so much a testament to my skill or knowledge, it's just a testament to it not being that hard to make ice cream. So today I'm making all the bases, which I'll cook on the stove, and then the only other equipment I think I'll need is our ice cream machines. We like weirdly have a lot of these, so I could probably spin them all at the same time. Oh my God, it's so heavy, I'm not getting this down. I'm hoping that by the end of today, I have all the ice creams frozen, assembled in the freezer. I strained the coffee last night, so I'm gonna check on that. Oh yeah, this coffee did not finish straining. And I'm gonna grab the hot fudge. I froze this test because I wanna see if I can scoop into it. It's very smooth and fudgy. I wanna also look at the cherry mixture that we dehydrated. Oh yeah, ooh, I think it's a good consistency. If I were to have cooked this on the stove, I think I would have scorched it. Ugh, I hate this thing. This is what happened. And then I just pulled it right off. Yeah, we have the drill and we have the angle grinder.
Is it charged? No. Yeah, it's fixable. But it's not my job, man.
I'm not saying it's your job, Brad, but maybe you want to like help us out.
We'll get it. We'll fix it.
Okay.
We'll fix it.
There we go.
You know?
There we go.
If anyone's watching who's in the tool industry, we need new tools. Look at this thing. This thing's older than clay. Look at this battery. They don't even make this thing anymore.
Oh no.
Okay.
You got food right there, man. Just saying.
Oh.
No, we're fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Those metal shavings are fine.
Brad.
All right, here we go.
Ow!
Ah! She's bleeding.
That fell on my foot.
Yeah. Better than new, I'll tell you what.
Thanks, Brad.
Yeah, you can get back to making ice cream.
I think everything that I set up yesterday is right where I want it to be, and I feel really good. I think it's almost turned out better than I expected. Hot fudge is great. The cherry base is great. I think the coffee milk is at an appropriate strength. I'm ready to move on to the next step, which is cooking the bases. For each batch, I'm doing a liter total, so 500 mLs of milk and cream each. In one batch, it's 200 grams of sugar. I'm gonna do one that's 150. And then the next one I'll do is 400. Generous pinch of kosher. I want to do 8 yolks per batch. It's faster to just crack all of them into the bowl and lift out the yolks one by one. I do these one at a time, the 3 batches of creme anglaise. I'm going to start with a single batch, and this will be for the pistachio. The method for creme anglaise is really simple. I heat up the dairy. I'm going to add a teaspoon of this vanilla paste. I will do a step called blanching, which is just mixing the yolks with sugar. Yeah, it was like creme anglaise day. And so you do multiple things with the creme anglaise, and one of the things was just pour it in the ice cream machine and make vanilla ice cream with it. You can see that this is paled. I'm gonna keep beating it because I want it to form a ribbon. All right, this looks good. Streaming in a little bit of the liquids, and this just prevents the cold eggs from completely scrambling. 172, right on the edge, 178. That's pretty much where you want to be. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this base, adding my pistachio paste and the almond extract. So for the almond extract, I don't want it to be overpowering. I think I'll start with a half teaspoon for this volume. Okay, and now the pistachio paste. Let's see what 200 grams looks like. Blend this into the creme anglaise. Do you think I should put more in?
I mean, it could take a little bit more.
It could take more. I agree with you. Ooh. Okay. Wow. I am stirring the pistachio base over an ice bath to cool it down, and then I'll do the other two versions of creme anglaise. This is the coffee milk that I was straining overnight, and I'm just going to decant what's left in the filter. So that gets me up to 364. I'm going to add more milk until I get to 500, and now 500 of heavy cream. Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
It's really tasty.
It's good, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's the coffee flavor I want.
Okay, cool. I'm going to strain it and chill it, and then we'll move on. So, take my huge vat of half and half over to the stove. But double the volume. It's going to require more heat and take longer. We're good. Oh. Just scoop it back up. It's fine. Now, I think while it's still warm, I'm going to incorporate the fruit purees because I think while it'll just blend easier when it's warm. I'll start with cherry. So now I'm going to blend this. Just leave that in there while I do the banana version. Ooh, so good.
Wow.
It's like a lot of banana.
Put a little mint in there.
Oh, we could make it. We could make it.
You could make it.
Okay, he's not wrong. Okay, fine. So I have leftover base. That's just plain creme anglaise. Chris wants me to make mint chip, which I think is actually a good idea.
I think you should.
Okay, fine. So I'm just going to add some peppermint extract to this. If we named mint chip after you, what would it be called?
After me?
I'm going to think about it. I'm going to think about it.
I'll see if I
I
can
can't think and...
I would be so honored, Claire.
Okay, so here's what's happening. I only have 5 flavors. Like, what if we combined coffee and banana and made it into a Molly flavor?
For my flavor?
For your flavor, how do you feel about coffee banana?
Buzzanana.
Bananas? Coffee bananas?
Nana. You have to come up with mine because mine's mint chocolate chip, but we can't figure out a pun for that.
I think chip off the old road.
Chip off the old road?
I've heard of that.
Yeah.
That's cute. I like that one.
Now, can we do the same thing for a Gabby flavor? What's your favorite flavor, Gabby? Come over on this side.
I guess pistachio. You have pistachio.
Can we mix something
add, like,
into the
chocolate?
Pistachios to make it, like, what would you...
Dulce de leche. Pistachio
Yeah?
with dulce de leche swirl.
Ooh, that sounds good. I did see a jar of dulce de leche.
Yeah, you can't have it. I'm using it right now.
Why? I don't
cookies.
need that much. I don't need that much.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, okay, great.
Anything for the cause. Okay,
That's
now
banana.
I'm ready.
Okay, great.
That's really banana.
So what are we going to call yours?
Million.
Million dollar Gabby.
Soon. Coming soon. Stay tuned.
So we have these 3 wonderful ice cream making machines. It only takes about 20 minutes for them to churn. And at that point, when the ice cream is done, I will fold in the toppings that I'm adding and then pack them into the pints. So I'm going to grab the 3 coldest bases. That would be the first ones I made. So this looks like coffee. So let's hit start. There's a blade inside that's spinning. Let's start with this one. This is my coffee. I don't think that I'm going to be able to get all of the coffee in. I think I only want to fill it halfway, otherwise it'll overflow. So this is our Bruglione. Pistachio Moracio. Let's do cherry in here. I mean, it's going, why is it going so slow? I mean, this is looking more done. Hey, Andy, have you ever done stracciatella ice cream? Do I want to add it in now? Like, look.
I would imagine you got it.
Yeah, it's not ready yet. Okay, you're right. All right, it occurred to me after I added everything to the machines that I have to be ready as soon as the ice cream is done to add all the mix-ins and pack them into the pints. So I am melting quite a bit of dark chocolate because multiple flavors get the chocolate chips, and the chips form by streaming melted chocolate into the cold churning ice cream. Ooh, it looks really good. Do you think it's done? I think it's done.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna stop it. All right, I'm folding in the strained cherries. All right, now I'm ready to transfer to the pints. Into the freezer. Out of my way. Okay. So, the pistachio is ready. I have a couple bowls because I have to mix multiple flavors for pistachio. I'm gonna do a pint of Gabby's So this is just extra luscious. I'm gonna do Gabby's flavor. I'm gonna try to ribbon this dulce de leche through the pistachio. And then 2 of pistachio. I think I'll have enough. I'm gonna throw in, I think that's a good amount, pistachios. Thank you. I think that the coffee is also ready, which means I want to add my chocolate. When you stream melted chocolate into the churning frozen base, it turns into these little flat shreds, and that's a great texture. So then for bruglione, the goal here is just to pack it around this core so that they're hollow, and then hot fudge goes in. I should get in the ice cream business because there's just so many versions you can make of things once you have a few flavors. I was like, it scales well. I'm sure Ben and Jerry have already figured that out. Okay.
Oh, is this not a new model?
Oh, there you go.
They have options.
Oh my God.
Several different tunes. That's my favorite one because it makes you want to have a tiny hat.
I'm gonna now blend my banana and coffee together. Coffee bananas. Then Andy Banandy, which is banana base. So this one is now pre-cooled. I'm gonna pour in my mint base. So Molly actually had some candied walnuts from earlier that she wasn't using, so that's gonna go in coffee bananas. Andy Banandy is also about done, but his is getting chocolate, so I'm gonna go ahead and stream in the chocolate for the stracciatella. Molly's is done. I'm gonna mix in the candied walnuts to hers. All right, Andy's done. So I have to mix in the regular walnuts to this one. And then I'm gonna split the mint chip, 1 for Rhoda's, 1 for Sola's. So I'm gonna add a fudge core to 1. Oh God, we don't even have room for these. We've made so many pints of ice cream. Thank you, Totino's Pizza Rolls, for being a nice base. We've made probably, I think 14 or 15 pints of ice cream, so I feel great about that. I feel good about all the flavors. My only concern is that somehow I wasn't letting them go long enough in the machines, but it seemed long enough to me, so we'll see how they freeze overnight, and then we're gonna taste. Yeah.
You're gonna pour your coffee in here and drink out of that?
Yes. Yeah. I just also want to reiterate, we're not getting paid by Ben & Jerry's to do this episode. I want to check on the flavors, see how they froze, and then the last bit of work, presuming that everything went well, is to add the fudge cores and get those back into the freezer to freeze solid. Okay. That's the next step. I have to fill the core. I froze them with a tube so that they're hollow, and now I'm boiling water to pour into the tube to get it out, and then hot fudge goes in. The ones I'm adding a core to are Brad's flavor, which is brewed leone, which is a coffee chip, and then Sola's, which we named. We didn't really make our own fun yesterday. We named it Fudge Off and Leave Me Sola. Don't tell Chris I'm using his extremely fancy kettle. All right, I'm just pouring the water into the cavity. All right, now these should slide right out. There we go. So now I'm going to snip a little opening in the bag and start piping. Making sure the fudge reaches all the way to the bottom and that there's no air pockets. So this is brewed leone. I'm going to slap the lid on here, put it back in the freezer. Sola, are you in the middle of something? Oh my God, do you want to taste ice cream as a reward?
I do. Coffee bananas, nice. Pistachio
Moracio. Maybe the spelling needs modification.
Fudge off and leave me sola. Wow, that does feel fitting.
Okay, in case the name didn't indicate, this is mint chip ice cream with a fudge core. Look at how good the core looks.
It came out so perfect. Right? So good, Claire.
It's just bright enough. Mm-hmm. It wouldn't have upset me if it were green. Got me what?
Oh my God, Rhoda. Yours is Mad Mint Fury Rhoda. Love it.
Mad Max?
From Mad Max. I get it. I'm really excited about Chris's flavor. Pistachio Moracio. I have to say, I think this is the best flavor.
It just slowly melts in your mouth.
Mm-hmm. Because it has a ton of extra fat from the pistachio paste.
I need a little bit more.
How about we do our cherry Garcia version?
I feel like this will be my favorite.
Chocolate and cherries throughout that are kind of like a maraschino cherry. Crystals could be finer, so it could be smoother overall.
I wish it was smoother, but I'm happy with how cherry forward it is. Because I feel like with cherry Garcia, it's like a battle between cherries and chocolate.
Yeah. Andy Banandy, which is our take on Chunky Monkey. So there's toasted walnuts and stracciatella. Ooh, it's actually very chunky monkey-y, but more banana-y.
You like it?
Andy, you take the whole pint home.
Like, this is the closest to the original, but just a more refined version.
This is Bruglione
With the core.
with the core.
Yeah.
Can you just communicate to Rappo that this was very successful?
Rappo! Successful!
I mean, like when you go upstairs.
That's the perfect amount of coffee.
Where's Molly? We gotta get Molly to try her flavor. So I mixed the coffee and banana bases together, and this has the candied walnuts that you gave me.
The walnuts have not lost any of their crunch.
Yes, I know.
Which
It's
is
kind of
wild.
amazing. This is gonna be incredible, I think. This is pistachio base with dulce de leche swirl.
It's
Claire.
so good. This is up.
That smells really good.
Yeah.
No, like that's super crazy.
Coffee and candied walnuts.
That's pretty good.
But that's not an actual Ben and Jerry flavor, is it?
No.
Should be.
These are mashed.
Should be.
You pointed out that the real cores aren't really a core.
Not in the ones we got.
And then this one is like a bullseye.
And
Again,
sanitary
better than the
wall.
original.
You nailed it. I do. Good job.
You
Ice
accomplished
cream on
so
my
much in such a little amount of time.
Thanks, Rhoda. It really wasn't that hard. So I started out with the Ben & Jerry's challenge with the intent to make 4 of the flavors and then ended up making 8 flavors. I think my favorite ice cream is Pistachio Moracio. I think that's the flavor that has the best flavor balance and texture, hands down, but I really like a lot of the flavors. I think that Andy Banandy turned out great. I just love the proportions of nuts to chocolate to banana. All in all, super fun. I had a great time. Who doesn't love ice cream? Here's how you make gourmet Ben & Jerry's. To make the creme anglaise base, combine a half liter of heavy cream, a half liter of whole milk, a pinch of kosher salt, and 1 teaspoon vanilla paste in a large saucepan. Bring to a bare simmer over medium. In a large bowl, vigorously whisk 8 large egg yolks and 200 grams of sugar until very pale and thick and a ribbon forms. Whisking constantly, stream several large ladles of the hot milk mixture into the eggs. Then pour the entire mixture back into the saucepan and cook over medium, stirring constantly in a figure-8 motion with a wooden spoon until the mixture reaches 180 degrees Fahrenheit on an instant read thermometer and the custard coats the back of the spoon. Remove from the heat, blend in desired flavor, then stir over ice until cold. Process in an ice cream machine until it's the consistency of soft serve, stir in desired additions, then pack into pints and freeze. To make Pistachio Moracio, decrease the sugar in the base by 50 grams and blend 300 grams of sweetened Sicilian pistachio paste and a half teaspoon of almond extract into the still hot creme anglaise. Fold toasted, salted, whole-skin pistachios into the churned ice cream before freezing. To make dulce de gabrieleche, fold in a dulce de leche ribbon and freeze solid. To make Andy Banandy, blend the flesh of 4 whole roasted bananas baked at 425 until burst and lightly caramelized into the still hot base. Stream melted dark chocolate into the ice cream while still in the machine, then fold in crushed, sieved roasted walnuts before freezing. To make half sour cherry, blend 1 pound of dehydrated blended sweet and sour cherry paste into the hot base until you have the desired concentration of cherry flavor. Stream melted dark chocolate into the ice cream while still in the machine, then fold in whole drained sweet and sour cherries that were simmered and cooled in a syrup made from a half cup of sugar, a half cup of water, a quarter cup Luxardo maraschino liqueur, and several dashes aromatic bitters. To make bruglione, steep 50 grams of finely ground espresso beans in the milk for the creme anglaise until you get the desired concentration of flavor. Drain through a coffee filter, then top off with more milk to reach 500 milliliters again. Cook the base, chill, then stream melted dark chocolate into the ice cream while still in the machine. Pack the ice cream into the pint around a plastic-covered metal cannoli mold. Freeze solid, pour hot water into the center of the mold, pour out, then pull out the mold in plastic. Pipe room temperature BA's Best hot fudge into the core to fill, then freeze again until solid. To make coffee bananas, blend equal proportions of the Bruglione and Andy Banandy bases, then fold candied walnuts into the ice cream before freezing. To make Mad Mint Fury Rhoda, add half teaspoon peppermint extract to the cold plain base, then stream melted chocolate into the ice cream while still in the machine. Freeze solid. To make Fudge Off and Leave Me Sola, insert a fudge core into the center of a pint packed with Mad Mint Fury Rhoda. Oh. It's Do Your Ears Hang Low. You know that song?